Oh, hello. So it's been about 6 weeks since I was last out in the bank. It was the bloggers match for 2015 on the river. Yeah, and I've been working on the house ever since, and yeah, there's still stuff to do in the house. I haven't got on top of it, I haven't finished it. I've managed to, what was I doing? I managed to replace all the hip tiles at the back of one side of the house, cemented all across the top of the roof, changed about 50 tiles on the roof, replaced all the gutter and fascia boards on one side, and I've still got loads and loads left to do. It's a never ending job, but yeah, it's cheaper if you do it yourself, you know. Anyway, it's August bank holiday, and hopefully by the time I get round to sort of hopefully I would have caught up a bit, and it won't be too far past August by the time this video gets uploaded. I'm going to put this on whether I blank or not, because it's been such a long time since I put a video up. And yeah, it was a nice Friday, Saturday. I got up this morning, I think it was, the whole intention was good on Sunday, and the weather forecast wasn't too amazing. It looked alright, but yeah, about 10 o'clock it just started emptying down, and it hasn't stopped really since I got down here in the rain, set up in the rain. It's coming on to about 6 o'clock now. I've been here for, well, I set up for about 3 hours ago, and I haven't had a knock yet, so nothing new there really. I did walk around when I got here, and one guy had a bream, who weighed it at, it was over £10. He wasn't too fussed on the weight, to be fair, but still, it was a double figure bream, and I take one of them. I don't care if anybody, I don't care about the comments about bream or anything like that. I'll take anything at the moment. It feels like I haven't been on the bank for months. Well, I'm trying to think. The last 2 sessions I sort of done were on the rivers. Well, I've done the River Thames, yeah, River Severn, the River Wye with Keith. I did a session down here on the far bank over there. I had that one common, and that was, I really don't know when that was. I've got no recollection of what date it was. It's got to be over 2 months ago, but I'm just happy to catch anything at the moment. So I've got 1 method feeder out and 2 carp rods out, and we'll just see how it goes from there. I will do a run through of the rigs, especially if I haven't caught anything. If I catch something and it gets a bit busy and the batteries on this cameras aren't brilliant, we'll just see what I've got time to film. Alright, yeah, a quick pan round. I'm on 38, which, if you have been following the blogs for a while, I used to fish this peg quite a lot. Oh god, the camera's fallen off the tripod. Yeah, so I used to fish this peg quite a lot, and there was a tree overhanging out there that's since been cut down. There was a tree overhanging over that far bank that's been cut away, and there's peg 29 over, I can't, there, that bush thing. That's peg 29, the one where I had the big bream earlier on in the year. It doesn't look that far on the camera, but it's probably 140 yards away. No, it can't be that far. Well, it doesn't really matter anyway. Yeah, so this peg now is back to, well, it was day sessions only for about 2 years. So now it's back to night fishing. So I'm going to set up and fish my first night here. Let's see if I can't... Oh, in the last sessions of the night session here, I had one of the big ghost carp. So let's see if I can't revisit something like that. Right, I'm gonna switch the camera off, and I'll see you later. really pointless update number 1. The rain has really picked up heavy, and I've probably already said this a couple of times over the previous vlogs, but this is a flood defence lake. If this rain carries on like this, the water levels will rise, and yeah, I've got about 5 inches until it hits the bottom of, well, till it comes to the edge of the peg, so I need to keep an eye on that. But, yeah, about 2 or 3 minutes ago, rain was coming down so heavy it was creating bubbles. It's mellowed off a bit now. Anyway, end of pointless update. Right, so getting into the last half hour of light, I'd say. We've got the street lights on coming up behind me here, so I've got a bit of natural light, well, not natural light, but some free light, and then it's getting dark down here, but it's not all bad. I've had a beep. Literally, I was sitting there, I was right next to the rods, and I had that little sort of like the rod tap to one side, beep. So I was like, oh, sitting by the rods, expecting it to sort of like rip off or move or do anything. And I sat there, I took it off the bite alarm, I was holding the line waiting for that next sort of like little twitch, but nah, nothing happened, didn't progress. But yeah, it was a little bit of action anyway. But let's hope I can get a bit more, maybe as the night progresses. Let's see. Hopefully it'll stop raining during the night. I hope to God it does anyway. Yeah, so one thing I forgot to mention. Yeah, so it's 6 weeks since I've been out. Most of my stuff was strewn all over the house, like you do when you haven't been fishing for a while. Everything seems to sort of like spread itself out. But yeah, so I went camping with my wife and my boys. So I took my kettle and my little stove, and the kettle's in the kitchen. So I picked up the stove and everything and left the kettle in the kitchen. So I've got my coffee and my water and my stove, no kettle, and my ground sheet is still in the back of the shed, hanging up from when I put it to dry when I got back from the river. So wet peg when I got here, so it's wet under my feet at the moment. No ground sheet. But other than that, yes, it's alright. All I need now is just a fish to top it off. Right, let's hope I get a few updates during the night. If failing that, Steve should be turned up in the morning, so we'll have a bit of banter there. Well, I don't know. It's a miserable sod. Alright, I'll catch you later. Good morning. So it's what, about 9:30 now. Yeah, I've been up since, well, ridiculously early this morning. I hardly had any sleep. It stopped raining about 7 o'clock this morning, which meant I didn't get hardly any sleep last night, and I didn't get any fish during the night either. Steve turned up. He's just over there behind me. You see him, miserable face through the bushes. But we've made the uneducational choice to move, literally because, well, I blanked last night. We've seen a few fish come up the lake. One was caught about 2 or 3 minutes ago, actually, and that's prompted us to move. And there's fish topping up the other end of the lake, and nothing down here. So everything's soaking. Let's just drag it up to the other side of the lake and see if we can't just get a fish out and get some kind of reward for suffering last night. Alright, I'll see you when we get up onto whenever we decide to sit on the other side of the bank. Alright, and I'll see you later. Ooh, right, so we've done the move. Horrible move. Most of the stuff's absolutely coated in mud from the splashbacks of the heavy rain last night. I just parked the car behind me, so loaded out half the stuff I needed. Got the rods out. I picked this swim, well, only because Steve wanted to fish the next peg over, and this peg that I'm fishing yesterday did produce one of the biggest fish in the lake, which is a fish that's just hit 30 in here, so yeah, so it's as good as peg as any really, and it's produced 30, so and I think it was followed up by a 20 maybe, I think so, but well, it's produced fish in the last 24 hours, so and the peg I hadn't, so that's the move. I've gone back out, still method feeder, but I haven't gone as far out as I was fishing on the other peg. Literally 2 rod lengths out because of the ducks. I've gone for a bait under the trees over this side, and I've pegged one as far out as I can towards the floating buoy that's out there. Let's see if we can get a carp on the bank. Yeah, Steve's peg down that way. Ooh, let's go over and poke at him in a while. See if he's set up 2 carp rods now, so we'll see if he can't get one as well. Right, we'll see you later. Even 5 pounders are okay. Higher.
Who are you having from?
That's from middle of the lake. Tiny size farmer.
Nice. Oh, I thought you'd gone then. Caught up, is it?
Yeah, next in the line. Go there. Oh, I splashed my glasses.
Are you fishing tomorrow as well, or?
No, I'm packing up in a couple of hours now.
I'll go a blast tomorrow instead.
Yeah, got the glories of work tomorrow. What do you reckon?
10-4.
8-9.
I've actually got 11.
Really?
Your glasses are mixed up, are they?
Bang on 11.
Bang on 11.
Yeah.
Coming off the ground.
Yeah, off the ground. That's wishful thinking, Dad.
So here we go. My second common carp from the Fendrod this year. I know it's not very big in numbers. £11. It's worth coming out now. And get a quick photo with, and then we'll get this little beauty back.
Pretty fish.
Happy now.
Okay.
Right. It's got a few lice in this one.
There she goes.
Well, there she goes. Lovely. Right, so I've actually managed to get a Fendrod carp on the bank after my little break. So technically, I've only had sort of 2 blank sessions on here, but yeah, I've not a prolific amount of fishing on here really. I think the only real blank session I've had this year was the bream session when I was fishing for bream, and I was blanking on them, and then I had that big one. The sessions I've done after, I've managed to land that small common, £9, and then another £11 now. So it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Yeah. I've been while I've been sitting here. Literally, there's a jetty thing there. And because I'm fishing here, people can't get in here, so there must be at least 10-20 kilo bread being poured in there by probably about 15 families, literally. So it's been a bit hectic. So bird front, because every time they come down here pouring the bread in, all the ducks come over. But luckily I'm backleaded down, so I'm not picking up any of that. But I'm hoping for one last run, and then I'm going to pack up and go home. But we'll see. We'll see. There is fish moving. I've seen fish moving off the back of where I am casting to. But well, that was about an hour ago. I've seen a couple of carp moving to where I'd actually put a bait. But that seems to have turned into nothing. But you never know. I think I'd given up on the bait that I put out in the middle, and then it ran off. So you never can tell. All right. That's my little update for now. Hopefully another fish on the bank, otherwise I'll see you when I'm packing up. Right, ta-da. This is one thing I'll never understand. Come down to feed the ducks and chuck the bread bugs in the lake. Right then, so all the rods are out, packed up. I didn't blank. That was a big thing today, or for the session. At least I got one out. Not one of the big Fendrod carp, but it doesn't matter. Right, yeah. I have no idea when I'm next going to be on the bank. I've still got loads of work left to do in the house. I've got lots of video editing to do because I'm really behind with that. But yeah, that's it. I'll see you next time I'm on the bank. Ta-da!